Hello and welcome. This is Iron Fist, and today I decided to check this demo that I saw the other day. It's called Modulus. This is a game that I think I might enjoy because it is a game on the veins of other games that I liked, like for example Shapes and let's call it Factorio, Satisfactory, and also Automated. So this looks interesting, and basically this game, from my understanding, it is a factory automation game that you have to basically you form shapes, and then you need to cut them, color them, stamp them, assemble them into factories, and you need to fulfill some of the requirements that it has. So maybe let's take a look at it. I played a little bit of it. I played a little bit around it to see how it looked like. In terms of graphics, it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty interesting. Let me just do this. So there was one thing that I felt it was a little bit strange. That was like you need to press, if you press the middle mouse click, it will move, and right click turns the camera. And for some reason, I was expecting it not to be this way. I was expecting the right click and the middle click to be different, to be like the opposed. But yeah, so the world in itself, this is the demo, right? Let's start with that. The world in itself, it looks pretty good. Look at this. So it has some solar panels up there, like the grass moving around. Like it looks pretty good. It's a completely different theme from other games that I played before, so I think it's interesting. So let's take a look. So this has like the demo basically is a tutorial that shows you what you need to do. So let's go with it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create some extractors that will extract our resources, and these resources are basically the sets for our blocks, like the beginning, let's say, like building blocks for our building blocks, right? So, and what you do is you extract them in here, and then you fuse them together into a block that is a 4x4x4, right? And for example, like what we want to do here is we want to build. So this is another thing. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't saw this before. So like you can check what the piece looks like, the piece that we want to build, and we'll see that there are like some factories that will use some of these pieces. And so for example, for right now, what we need to have a 8x4 piece, right? So this kind of tells us that we need to cut this in half, and basically that's what it is telling you. So, and you can cut it and you can move it around. So like you can cut it into like slim, like one size, and it will come out as okay, let me see if I can show you, like these 4x4x1s, and you can decide what you want, what the size you want to cut. So this is interesting. Like there's no recipes that you can put in the machine, so you have to do everything like manually here. You can also rotate. Of course, like in the case of a cube, it doesn't really matter much. But we'll see in a little bit where these things start mattering, right? So the next thing that it tells us to do is to do this assembler. And an assembler, basically, if you see, it has 2 entry points. And basically, if you only provide 1 entry point, you just get a piece on top. So in our case, we want a piece on both sides. So it's telling us to do a splitter and to connect. And you'll be able to see inside what do the pieces look like. So if we bring our piece here, then we can rotate it and you can put it into place. I do believe that there's no reason that they need to be there. They can be anywhere else, right? As long as they are like the shape that we care about. But yeah, one thing that I'm not 100% sure is, for example, Oh, come back. If we put them, what is the difference between putting them like, I'm gonna say like vertically, but it's not vertically, like on this axis versus putting it in this axis, right? Or even like if we lay it down, maybe it will not be the same. I don't know, but yeah. So that's that. We're gonna confirm. And basically we're going to start going to the first big buildings. So we have like these 3 big buildings, these core facilities that will build something else for you given some inputs that we provide. And this is what this is. This creates gray cores. One thing, like I had a little bit of trouble the first time I went through this to understand why would I need this. But now that I played it for the first time, I think I have a little bit of a better understanding. I'm not sure if it is just a problem of the demo or if there's something else going on. So there you go. Maybe like a little bit of more explanation here would be helpful. So they tell us to go all the way here, and then it tells us to add a couple of cranes, 2 cranes to collect the information, to collect the pieces from the belt. So one thing that is interesting in here is that I don't think I saw. So this is just for us to add some cranes, right? But it doesn't tell you like how many cranes like per second, like how many times that the cranes come in per second to get information. So for right now, what it looks like is that you kind of need 2. So yeah, we'll see. So the next thing that we need to do is so right now we're doing this here, right? But we need to do as well like these 2x2x8s. So it's basically the same thing as this, but split in half, right? So the game is just telling you to go here and then just cut it again, right? So if we go inside and we'll see, let's take this out. We want to turn this around, I think. So like this. And do we want to take it like this? No, we want to lay it flat. Okay, not that. There we go, laying it flat, and maybe like this, and then do a 2. There we go. So now we have a 2x2x8, right? So here we go, and then we're gonna get it a new conveyor belt, and then is gonna tell us to add 2 more conveyor belts there. There we go. And then there's also some, I think there's like no way to get things out of these big buildings, and the only way for you to do it is using these harvest pads and drones, right? So we need to build one. So apparently this is the best place for it right now. And then we need to tell it to collect from here, right? And we want to tell it to please just put it into this belt. I don't think this is going to be going right now because it's still building like the top of the building, but it's going to take a little bit, but it will get there. So the next thing that we're told to build is basically the gray bot assembly line. And here we are. And we want to add 2 cranes to collect. And as you can see here, let me just, okay. As we can see here, the cranes can go like 2 steps out. So that's cool. So you can have like 3 belts running in here to get everything that's needed. All right, cool. So in order to build this factory, we need 2 new things. So not 2 new things. This one we already knew. So we need a 8x4x1, right? One thing that's important, we always start from a cube. And the other thing that we need is something similar to what we have done down there, but we want to paint it. So that's 2 new things that we need to do. So we could eventually like just get some of this up here, but we do have more extractors here. So let's just extract more things, right? Sounds good? Let's do that. So extractor is number 4. So we need 8 by for each. We need 8 for each for each foundry. So there you go. And then let's go maybe there, and you go there, there, and you go there, and there you go. So we can put a foundry here. So let's rotate it and put it there, and let's say this, and you go there. Okay, we have one of them, so we can make a cube here. And then we have another one that we can make on this side. So let's do that. Maybe to this side. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let's come here, and there we go. So we can get out from here somewhere, and you can go all the way down this way, and that way. All right. So, and we will also need a furnace, and we can T. This is very good. Like, it just T works for mirroring, and that's great, and R for rotation. All right, so what were we seeing here? So like basically we can do the same thing that we did to get the bottom one and to get the top one as well, because they are the same, but this needs to be split again. So if we do the same thing, so it is a cutter, a splitter, and an assembler. So let's start with that. Let's try to make this a little bit more condensed here. Cutter, then we need a T splitter, and then we need an assembler. Where's our assemblers? It is here. And I don't want this assembler, X to delete that. And then an assembler T so that it is on the top. Cool. So we can move it all the way up. So the cutter, again, it's not, why are you not? Oh, this is sad. Okay, delete. You saw that like T to move the output for there. So now we should have a modular coming in. There we go. And we need to split it into 2. Was it 2? I forget. What did you do here? So, oh, a cool thing that we can do, oh, we can't yet, but you can copy the configuration that you have. So you can just split it into 2 blocks, right? And then they come here, and then we'll assemble them. So basically it's just like a 2 block, and then they will come here, and then we'll assemble it like so and like so. And we need an extra cutter because this one is 8, it's just like a 1 lane. So let's do that, and let's get a cutter all the way up here, and then you go there. And then we're gonna cut it, and there we go. So this one has one of the pieces that it needs, and the other one, it's going to be basically the same, but 1 extra cut, right? So we don't have the copy yet, right? No, we don't have the copy tool. That's okay. So cutter, and then splitter, and then assembler. Let me tee this up, and then we're here. That's at the same position as this, and then we need to cut it again, but cutting it laying down, and then we need to paint it. There we go. So let's do that. Oh, there's a tree there. No. All right, so let's move all this operation up. So this one is here. We are cutting it. Then we need to split it first. So let's split it first. Then we're going to assemble it. And then we're going to cut it again. Where's the output? Is the output on that side, on the left side? Oh, is this not? Oh man, this is sad. Do we have the move tool? We do. It's this one. We're gonna pick these. Okay, I did not pick it up. It's E to move this one. We're gonna move it here. Then we're gonna cut it, and then we're gonna paint it, if I'm not mistaken. So that's that. Let's go all the way here. So the first thing that we need to do, we just need to do a 2 cut. Then we're going to assemble it, and we should have it here, and we're gonna assemble it like that, right? Are you good? I don't know if you're good. So let me turn you and turn you, and I'm gonna connect you, configure. And now there's this cutter, and we're going to rotate this, and no, my bad. Rotate you and lay you down, and then rotate you again and do a 2. There we go. And then this is painting black. There we go. I think we're good. I think we have the 2 things that we need. Oh, you saw? They're just coming out right there. So I'm gonna bring you all the way here. Maybe not that much. Let's delete all that. I want this for right now maybe to delete that, and I want to have one that comes all the way here. So you go all the way there. Wow, okay, you did it. And you go there and go all the way there. Good. And this friend is going to collect from here and from there. Is this correct? Okay, everything is looking good. So now we have the duplication tool. And what they're telling us is, oh, by the way, we need more cores like this, so please duplicate our work here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you right over there. Look at that. And let me move the things one place up. The fact that this is always moving my camera, it's a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. So the next thing that it tells us is, oh, by the way, I want you also to collect from this one position, okay? And the last thing that it's telling us to do is to collect from, we're gonna link it from right there. So I'm just gonna put it here because there's just going to be like an extra building if I'm not mistaken. And we want to connect from here. Just pick it up from there, whatever you have, and then we need to give it like a space. Forget about it. This is like a belt that goes in, and the depot, it just receives, whenever it receives things, it's going to deliver them there. So this is an interesting, like, I understand it, but it just feels like a little bit strange, right? Because these buildings, they receive things via cranes, but this one receives it via belts. I think I'm okay with it, but at the same time, it's a little bit strange that like the buildings are a little bit different. But I guess it is what it is. So this one, we didn't like, if we didn't have a tutorial, we didn't know that we would need the gray cores, right? So that's a little bit, let me see. Can I see it here? Oh, it says there. Okay, good. So after it is built, it will do all those things, right? Oh, I need to go all the way through. Great. So that's that. And I think we're going to start the last chapter here, where we're going to do a blue pigment building, right? So the first thing that we need to do, like it tells us to, we need to upgrade a building. So let's upgrade maybe, I don't know, maybe this one. It will produce more. Maybe this should have been the one that I would select, but that's what we have. So complete the construction of a blue pigment. And I think it's this one, right? Or no, blue pigment, it's this one here. All right, so we have a bunch of material that we need to bring from here, and there's like some trees that are in the way, but I'm gonna put it for right now, I'm just gonna put it like on this side, so we have a little bit more space. So what we need for this one needs a couple more things. It needs a wall, it's an 8x8 that is black. We need another one that is a 2x8x4, and this one is the same thing, but it has black on top and on the bottom, right? All right, so let's see. So I'm going to get some cubes from down here, and some cubes maybe from down up there in a little bit maybe, but let's do it this line in here. So the first thing that we're going to do is like this wall. And to do this wall, we are going to get a extractor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a furnace right here, I think. So let's go all the way there, and you go there, and you go there. Great. And you are gonna go here and there, and you three are just going to connect there. All right, so you have a furnace. What we want to do is do first the wall. So we have a 4x4, so if we split this, if we cut it, I forget, there we go, that side. If we cut it into 4 walls, we could cut it into 4 walls. Do we care, or do we want to split it into, I think maybe 4 parts would be good. So this is, does this need to be, it's a 8 by 8. So if we now do that, and we, not this one, but we assemble it, we have a 4x4, 4x4, and now we just would need to put this on top of each other, right? So if we did that, and then we do this again, and we assemble it again, we will have that, there we go. Configure, and then we just need to paint it. So let's go here, let's go up, and there. Do we want to do that? Maybe we don't want to do that. So let me just choop, because maybe this line here makes more sense for us to get there. So this one is going to collect from this place and this place. All right, so there we go. So this one is going, so we need kind of the same thing, but we need one part that is painted and the other part that's not, right? So, but it's the same, kind of the same image. So if we duplicate basically this, we have maybe a beginning of what we need. The only thing that we need to make sure is that in here we move, let me just, I'm going to delete this one for right now, and I'm going to move this one 2 forward, right? And I'm going to paint one side. So if we did, can I do this? Is this going to work? No, this is not going to work. It doesn't have enough space. So I'm going to put you here. I'm going to bring the, get the extractors. You extract down, 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 and you, oh no, right. Delete. An extractor, left, right, sorry. So if we do it this, we go there, you can go to this one, and you can go down, and you can go all the way there. Okay, there we go. Can I get you there? I got you there, and you can go there. All right. So if we see it here, it is producing that. That's great. And this one now is going to, we have to reset, because we have one part that is painted and the other one that I didn't get a conveyor belt. So now what we need is one in front of the other, right? And configure. And if we get two all the way up here, oh no, up there, there we go. And we can add this and that. All right. So this, we have these two. Now we need to do like this one here. So we need to paint 2 blocks, like this set and this set on the bottom. So what if we do the same thing that we started doing in the beginning? So we split it again into, do we want to split it in fourths? Maybe we do. Okay, so let's see. There's this tree here that's going to be a little bit in the way, but we'll manage. So we are going to cut fourths. So let me just, let's do a quick furnace here. we do have like this set here. This set's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're gonna get you all the way down here, down there, down there. Okay, and you're gonna go here, I guess. And you are going to come here and go there. You can go to this side and you can go here. Oh no. You can go down here and you can go down there. So let's see what we can do from here. So this one, if we cut it the same way, we'll need 2 sets. Okay, so let's configure like that. And then this one just creates the same pattern. Would it make sense for me to do what here? So this is like 4. So if we assembled like after this one here, we have like this piece. So if we cut it in half and we just need to rotate it, okay, so that sounds like a plan. So if we copy this piece here and we go all the way here, in here we have this piece, right? So if we cut it, I said if we cut it, oh, why are you not happy? There you go. If we cut it, but laying, oh wow, laying down, is it laying down that we want, and rotate it like this, and 2 pieces like that, and then we T to, okay, let's do that. And then we assemble it again. Oh no, X. And then I said we assemble it, but on the bottom. So if we go up, if you go there, and if you go there. If we go inside, if you come here, and if you come there. So if I rotate you like, again, I can just put you on top. Configure and take it out, tuk tuk tuk, and say, please get your stuff from here. There we go. Okay, so now I just need to wait a little bit, and I think we should be pretty much okay. It's already building it up. I think now this needs some blue to be brought here. So I'm just going to start preparing that. So we need some extractors, blue, blue. And you go here and you go all the way, I guess, there. And you go all the way here. And this one now needs blue crystals. And the blue crystals are going to come in. What is happening with the gray bots? Oh, this is taking forever. I was expecting this to be done already, but apparently not. So I think we need to duplicate this. But will this, let's see if this can follow. C to copy, we're gonna copy that. And then C, we're gonna copy this to here. And let's see if this gets it going faster. So like if we join them together here, what happens? Okay, it's going. It's not going double as fast. So let's increase the speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the foundry, let's put the foundry here. And if we go all the way there and here, and if we get you all the way here and there, I can connect you in front, and in front, and I can get double the input here. Let's see. This might make everything faster, hopefully. Okay, should double the output of everything except for this part here. But at the same time, it doesn't look like the bottleneck is here. It looks like the bottleneck was prior to this. How is this going? 38. Okay, it's taking its time. Okay, so let us pause for a little bit, and I'll come back when we are at 50 gray robots. All right, and we're back. We just finished the 50, and I wanted to show something that's strange. Like you see, like for example, this crane. It looks like it only picks 1 in every 4, even though when it comes out, like it's gonna pick this one up, and that's okay. But then it's gonna come out and doesn't pick this one, doesn't pick that one, and it's gonna pick this one. Or no, it's not. You see, like there's something strange with this cranes. Maybe I'll make a report, a bug report about this. We'll see. So here we are. So the next thing that we need to do is a blue core facility. So let's do that. And we want to do a blue core facility. Maybe let's do it somewhere. Where do we have more? Oh, so they are up there. So let's put the blue core facility somewhere, maybe here. So we have a little bit more space. And this needs... it was funny. The first time I went around to do this, I didn't realize there was a stamper. That was funny. And what happened was that I was trying to cut these shapes, and I did cut these shapes all first, and then I realized, oh wait, there's something else that I can do. So that was fun. All right, this wall. We have this wall somewhere. Where did we build this wall? This wall is right here. So we could. Is it the same wall? Let me just recheck. Is it it's a 8x8. So it's not this one. This one is not a 8x8, right? This one is a 8x4. Did we cut it? No. Okay, so we need an 8x8. And we need a blue that is going to be a 8x4. Okay, so this one is basically this line that we have here. So let's do this one that's easier. So I'm gonna copy these buildings. Basically this is what we want. And I'm gonna put them maybe right here on top. I'm going to do a furnace like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll do the furnace here. I'm gonna do the furnace. Let's T this here, so that we only have one thing to care about. So you're going there, you're going there and down. So I'm gonna do all the way there. You're going here. Okay, and you go down and you go down, and then you just go all the way here. Go there. Cool. So this is going to give us what looks like that. So we're good. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to paint it. Do we want to paint it or do we want to split it? That's a good question. Maybe we want to paint it because like what we need here is we're going to paint it and then we're going to stamp it. So let's paint it. So paint it here. We will need that, and we need a painter, and for the painter we're gonna get some drones, and we're gonna tell the drones to pick up the paint from there. So this means that in this side there we'll have let it just pick up the paint, and we'll see. And then I think we just need the stamper right in front of it. Can I get a... I can. Cool. So there you go. So I want to delete this just a second because I want the stamper to T. There we go. All right. So we want you to lay down and we want to get this piece out, right? All right, proceed. So in here we'll have one side, and here we'll have the other side. That's like the open side, and this is one of them, and then the other one we need to get a portion of this. So if we see like this piece here, right, that gives us the same area. So if we look at this initial piece here, we can just copy it, and I'm gonna put it some. I'm gonna copy everything, and if we did it like this, I'm going to do a furnace copy. Furnace, gonna put you right there for right now. Extract. There. And gonna go all the way there. You're gonna go all the way there. You're gonna go all the way down. You're going to go there. And up there. And you're just gonna go up. Cool. And this is gonna go there. So in here, we'll have this again, right? And what we need in here is just like single line. So we're gonna cut it. So I'm going to, where's the cutter? I'm gonna cut it. And yep, that looks pretty much what we want. And then we're gonna split it, T. And I think I'm gonna split it again. And we will want an assembler on this side. We're gonna get you over there. We're gonna get you over there. And we will want an assembler in here. So this one here, we want you like this. We want you like this. We want to turn you. And then we want, okay, maybe we need to turn and turn, lay you down, and turn you one to the side. There we go. Configure. So if we get you all the way down here, and we get 2 cranes, 1, 2, we can get also this friend. Oh, you don't need to go all the way there, right? So we can delete, and we can get you all the way down here. Let's move you maybe to this side of the window. Crane. So this is doing those two, and now the only thing that we need is stack them up. So if we get you, I'm gonna just turn you so you can see a little bit better. Turn you, and like that. Configure. And this can come here. Can you come here? Maybe not. So I'm just gonna get you here on this side, and voila. Okay, so it's looking good. So this one is doing the thing that it needs to do. This one is almost done. We need 32 of those. Interesting. This is taking a little bit longer. So maybe I'll just... Can I wait? Maybe I'll wait a little bit. Yep. Let's see how this looks like in a second. And I think this might be the end of the tutorial. So this is done. We need 6 more of those. Okay, almost. 1 more. There we go. And that's it. All right, folks. So this is Modulus. If you haven't yet, go. If you like this game, just go and wishlist it on Steam. The demo is out. You can play the demo as well. This is a pretty interesting game. If you like the games like shapes and automated and all the such, I think this might be like a good game. I like the visuals on it. Felt like there was like some sort of a little bug with the cranes. But apart from that, it's looking pretty good. I would love if I could play a little bit more, if it got a little bit more content, but I'm definitely wishlisting this, and I'm going to keep an eye out. Do we have a release date for this? It's not announced yet, but I don't know like how much content they currently have, if this is it or if they have more or not. But it would be interesting to have like different shapes and things, maybe in the future. So, all right, I think that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please just like it, add a like to the video, and subscribe to the channel to see more games similar to this one. Maybe I'll play more demos. Maybe I'll just continue my other series. We'll see. If you have any suggestion of any video that of any game that you'd like me to take a look, just feel free to leave that in the comments as well. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.